Good morning, Eagles. Welcome to Mr. G's Art Studio. Today we're going to be making some op art. The name op art comes from the word optical illusion. That is an image that fools your eye. So your art today will look like it's popping out of the page. Let's make some op art today.
For today's materials, you're going to need a sheet of paper, an eraser if you have one, a pencil. If your pencil has an eraser, that works fine too, and a marker. Now, if you don't have a marker, you could always find a pen or a Sharpie. Any of those will work as well. Go ahead and turn your paper vertical. If you haven't gotten your materials ready yet, you can pause the video and I'll wait for you. Now for our first step, we're going to be tracing our hand. And that is going to be with pencil. Now as you can see, I'm wearing a watch. If you're wearing a watch, you want to take that off first so you get a nice tracing of your hand. Open your fingers really wide and place them in the middle of the page. You don't want to place it too low on the page and you don't want to go too high on your page either. So right about, go to the middle and up a little. So as I always say, go to the middle and up a little. Now here's my hand in the middle of my page. You don't want the thumb to be pointing to the side of the page. You want the thumb to be slightly pointing to the top. So as you can see, my fingers are spread out and my thumb is not pointing to the side. It's kind of pointing to the top. There's still a gap right here. Okay, and carefully with my pencil, I'm going to go ahead and trace my hand. So here I go. Don't rush. Try to keep your pencil straight up and down, because if you angle your pencil, then your hand might come out looking too skinny. So as you can see, my pencil is straight up and down. It is vertical. And I'm making sure that I pick up all the details. I'm not pressing too hard. I'm not pushing into my hand too hard. Go all the way down, and not only are you tracing your hand, but you're tracing your arm as well. Now if you lift your hand and there's parts that are missing, you can always go ahead and put your hand back there. Now I know on the video you can't see the hand too clearly, but if I hold it a little closer, you can see that there is my hand being traced with pencil. You don't want to trace it too dark because you're going to have to erase it later on. So it is fine if you draw it lightly. That is going to make your drawing look a lot better. Now for the next step, you're going to be using your pencil again. If you feel more comfortable with your paper sideways, you could go ahead and turn it sideways. I'm going to start with a straight line on the edge of the paper, and then when I get to the hand, I'm going to do like a rainbow line, and then I'm going to go straight again, as straight as I can. Then I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I'm going to go back to where I started. I'm drawing a straight line, and when I get to the hand, I'm going to do an arch, which is, I always tell you, like a rainbow line, and then I'm going to go straight again. Now you want to do these with pencil because if you make a mistake, you can always erase them. I'm going to go ahead and switch to marker so that you can see it better on the video. Now if you did it with pencil, you're going to go back to the beginning and trace all these lines back with marker. You're going to try to keep them as straight as you can. If they run into each other a little bit, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to continue to do it with the marker so you can see how the optical illusion starts to happen here. Every time you get to the hand, you're going to jump and make sure that the curve is a nice rainbow curve. If it looks too flat, it will not look 3D. And I got to the hand. And I go a little bit faster if you are doing it at your own speed, that is okay too. As a matter of fact, the slower you go, the better it will look. So right now I'm just trying to make the arm look 3D. And you would be doing this with pencil, so that if you make a mistake you could erase. If you want to get all brave and try it straight out with marker on the first time, you can do that too. Okay, so I'm going to keep on doing that for a little while, but as you can see, it's already looking like it's popping out of the page. I'm going to fast forward a little so you can see where it gets a little bit more interesting. You want to keep the distance between your lines about the width of a pencil. Now I'm getting to the tip of my hand where I have my fingers, and every time you pass one of the fingers you're going to make a little jump. So if I pass my thumb, I'm going to make a little jump, and then I'm going to go across. Pass my pinky, make a little jump, and my other fingers as well. So every time you pass, you're going to make a little jump and then go across. We'll jump there, then straight, then a jump, then a jump again, then a jump again, then straight, then a jump, then straight. And I'm going to continue to do that until I have done the whole hand. So whenever you're not drawing across a finger, your line is straight. And you're going to continue to do these horizontal lines all the way to the top of your paper. I think that's beginning to look pretty 3D. As you can see right here, it pops right out of the page. And that's what we call an optical illusion. There's my last line at the top. Now, if you have an eraser, you can go ahead and get your pencil line that you did before when you traced your hand. And now you can go ahead and erase that line because we don't need it anymore. If you don't have an eraser, since it wasn't pencil, you can leave it. It probably will not show that much. And there we go, we erased that line. Now you could leave it in black and white, or you could add some colors and some patterns to it. If I was doing a pattern, a two-color pattern, I might pick, let's say, blue and orange, and I might do one line blue, one line orange, one line blue, one line orange, one line blue, one line orange, all the way to the top. Or if I was picking red and green, I would do red, green, red, green, red, green. I wouldn't do more than a three-color pattern, because when you use more than three colors, you start to lose your optical illusion. Let's see what it'll look like with some color in it. Wow, those eagle colors look amazing. Let's see what it'll look like if we add some green. That green really made it pop. Now, whether you did it in black and white, or with two colors, or with three colors, I bet it looks amazing. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson on op art, and your optical illusion looks amazing. Please don't forget to share it in our class Flipgrid. See you next time.